Morphe, a once beloved beauty brand known for its various makeup products and its collaborations with popular influencers and YouTubers, recently appeared to have made a turn for the worse by closing all of its stores in the United States. The beauty brand announced in a tweet that it will be closing every United States store location, adding that its non-United States stores will remain open for the foreseeable future. The statement read, "We have made the difficult decision to close all Morphe stores in the US. We are forever grateful to our store teams for their passion, talent, and dedication over the years. Customers can continue to shop Morphe online and at select retailers. Morphe stores outside the US will remain open. Decisions that impact our people are incredibly difficult, and we extend our deepest gratitude to the dedicated Morphe store team members at the closing stores for delivering outstanding beauty experiences to countless consumers over the years." Interestingly, Morphe has also reportedly seen sales shrink from $500 million to $295 million, which was followed by filing for bankruptcy in Delaware, with lenders including Jeffree's Finance LLC and Cerberus Capital Management taking over. Now, I know you're wondering what has caused the downfall of this giant beauty brand. Well, Morphe hasn't been exactly involved with the trends and desires of its customers, who, according to study, are predominantly millennials. You see, with these millennials, they reportedly did not want giant palettes with the overwhelming quality, yet they could purchase them from Colourpop and get something better. According to them, the packaging of Morphe's products was significantly not well thought out, yet they continuously pumped out new products. To the mainest disappointment, Morphe only tried to appeal to them with their sister brand instead of adjusting like the other brands that have gone on to the extra mile to try and promote their products alongside other products like skincare. Consumers seem to need a little bit more, yet Morphe seems so dated with their launches, especially their palette launches, which many felt was always a 35-pan palette with a bunch of browns and a few pops of color with very difficult innovation. Considering that, many consumers just decided to align themselves with more relatable brands, which only put Morphe in a very tight spot, especially their sales, which were greatly affected. But the consumers' change of interest isn't the only thing that affected the brand's sales. See, in the past year, Morphe was also hit with several lawsuits involving unpaid rent on one of its retail locations, false advertising, and lack of support for its subsidiaries. Morphe was also revealed to have undergone several lawsuits from Shelby Wild, who alleged that the retailer did not properly support her hair care brand, Playa, once it was acquired by Morphe in 2020. And the controversies did not stop there. Morphe was also criticized for its lack of inclusivity, with many customers calling out the brand for not offering enough shades for people of color. This led to a boycott of the brand and a loss of trust from its once loyal fan base. As if that wasn't even enough, Morphe also faced backlash for its association with controversial beauty influencer like James Charles, who was accused of grooming underage boys. The brand was also closely associated with YouTuber Jeffree, who has been accused of repeated instances of using racial slurs and engaging in other racist behavior since early days as a popular figure. The same can be said for Shane Dawson, who has recently been embroiled in his own scandal for making allegedly racist and inappropriate remarks. With that in mind, many customers were outraged that the brand continued to collaborate with all these influencers despite their questionable history and offensive behavior. Through it all, Morphe tried to defend themselves. With Shane Dawson, the brand removed all of his products in response to all his controversies, and even with Jeffree, the brand made his position in their partnership clear in a statement that read, "We can confirm that Jeffree, no ownership of Morphe, he's not an investor, he's not a co-owner. Our only relationship is through retail distribution of Jeffree Cosmetics and our 2019 Morphe collaboration." They also shared the news of cutting ties with Charles James with a statement on Twitter, writing, "In light of the recent allegations against James Charles, Morphe and James have agreed to end our business relationship and wind down sales sales of the Morphe X Gems Charles product offering. It is and has always been Morphe's goal to create a positive, safe, and empowering space where all beauty lovers can freely share their artistry and passion for cosmetics, and Morphe is determined to furthering that goal. However, their explanations fell on deaf ears. Fans had seemingly grown tired of the excuses and felt that the brand had lost touch with its core values, but this wasn't the first time Morphe caught heat because of its collaborations. See, the brand had a launch with YouTuber Jacqueline Hill for her second brush collection. Unfortunately, the collection sparked a huge number of complaints, with many customers supporting that the quality of the much-anticipated makeup brushes was poor. The lack of quality caused a lot of drama and even caused a civil war with Hill's fans who boycotted her. Additionally, the two launched palette, but it also caused a large amount of controversy, starting with the bakery leaking its color scheme in the form of dessert. Yes, you read that right. Multiple release dates falling through, followed by a year of silence about the palette, and then once the palette finally launched, there were a number of customer complaints about palette orders failed to arrive. At the time, this collaboration was an epic fail, which left fans very furious. But it wasn't just fans or consumers that decided to distance themselves, because even beauty vlogger Jackie Aina cut ties with Morphe over claims that the company supported racism by continuing to sell the products of fellow vlogger and beauty guru Jeffree Star. She said she was immediately revoking her status as a Morphe affiliate in a post of Twitter that read, "I refuse to align myself with a company that continues to retail anti-black racist beauty brands. I strongly encourage other influencers to do the same." Interestingly though, it's not just their association with controversial figures that landed them in hot water. Recently, many figured out that the company was super misleading about whether they test on animals. See, this came after critics realized that they clarified on their website that they did not test on animals, yet their products are made in China, where it is the law to test on animals. According to them, this was a super misleading statement on the brand's part. It also revealed that their products were far from PETA certified, as only a handful of products are vegan. Many critics pointed out that the majority of their products contained things such as animal hair, bee wax, and carmine, yet Morphe claimed their products were 100% vegan without announcing that certain products contained these animal parts as ingredients. As the controversies piled up, the once thriving Morphe empire began to crumble. Sales plummeted, and loyal customers jumped ship, seeking out more trustworthy and inclusive alternatives. As if the damage wasn't enough, recently on TikTok, numerous users who have been claiming to be Morphe employees have called out the company's lack of transparency during the layoffs, with many using the hashtag #JusticeMorpheRetailEmployees. Viewers quickly responded in support, blasting the brand for allegedly leaving its employees in the dark while stores ran out of inventory. This came after Kim, a Morphe employee who asked that her full name not be used out of fear she would lose her severance pay, said she was advised to take down her TikToks about the store closures to secure her severance. Kim said she was passionate about the brand because it was inclusive and supportive of all makeup artists. She called her colleagues the kindest, most supportive, creative people everybody has met. Kim said she was told that managers would receive 3 weeks of severance, while beauty artists, the name for Morphe's retail employees, would get 2 weeks. However, Morphe employees said they hadn't received their severance pockets yet. This sparked backlash toward the brand, as one fan commented, "I do derive some karmic glee from watching Morphe slowly implode, but I do feel badly for employees who are losing their jobs. I won't miss the brand. I bought into the hype when JH first started shilling them, back before we knew she was shilling, but their products always disappointed me. The palettes always had a weird powdery smell to them, and the packaging was cheap." Another claimed, "Morphe showed us who they were by pushing undisclosed sponsorships and aligning themselves with the most problematic BGs, seemingly to re-exclusion of all others, and the owners made millions upon millions from it. Bye, Morphe." The last shared, "This, I feel terrible for the employees. This, I feel horrible for the employees. The employees at my location found what was actually going on. The employees at my location found out what was actually going on nationwide shutdown through TikTok. The high-ups kept everyone in the dark. How sad. It's a shame this is one of my favorite makeup companies, and to see a tank like this is ridiculous. And the fact that you guys are treating your store employees so terribly is what's crazy to me. I'm not surprised that they're going down though. The cosmetics industry has been so overrated for years, and people are changing the way they approach makeup. It's becoming more common to hear about people going on low or no buys and spending money more wisely. Now, we want to hear from you. What are your opinions regarding the embarrassing downfall of Morphe? And what do you have to say about the controversies and scandals that have plagued this once giant beauty brand? Share your thoughts on the matter, and let's keep the conversations going.